And we're back. Starfield Sundays. Yes, 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 yes.
Excuse me, Mr. Hope?
Well now, the Free Star Rangers. At last. Damn, good to see you.
I don't remember where I was in
done
this game.
converted.
Holy frames.
Yes, sir.
This is the deputy I told you about.
Splendid. Splendid. It
Hold on a second. Powers, anti-grav field, star map. What the fuck? Alright. Oh, this is my spacesuit. Okay. Operative suit. Black engineering outfit.
It's a noble calling, being a Free Star Ranger. We certainly could use more of you. I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship stolen right out of the factory. Justice must be done, and the sooner the better.
Found your stolen ship on Montera Luna.
That's good news. I'll send my people over to bring it home. Of course, that doesn't
Apparently we
mean
did
your
that.
work is done. I want the thief found and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I'm sure I don't need to remind you of my position on the Council of Governors.
I'm aware of your position.
Then, I trust that you know what I expect of you. Now, tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind.
The ship was delivered to a group of men who were trying to acquire a farm.
Though what happened after the ship was taken doesn't concern me. What does concern me is making sure that this doesn't happen again. Well, I'm not sure I can be much help.
Why didn't anyone report the theft?
Because I told them not to. If word got out, it would do irreparable harm to our image. I'm in fierce competition with other starship manufacturers. Any sign of weakness could be fatal. What's more, every starship thief in the settled systems would likely flock to Hopetown and start planning the next heist.
The thief had inside help. Know anything about that?
What? Nonsense! We vet our people thoroughly here. Hotech holds its employees to the very highest standards. Nevertheless, I suppose I could have Cosette conduct a thorough personnel review. Rest assured, if we turn up any evidence that one of our people was an accomplice, I'll let you know.
Did anyone see the thief?
We questioned everyone who was in the building when it happened, and not one person seems to have seen anything at all. Frankly, I think that's both highly unlikely and more than a little suspicious. However, I can't deny there are times when the hangar is empty, so it's not inconceivable the thief could have slipped in unseen.
Was there anything unique about the stolen ship?
No, nothing at all. It was just a standard Hopetech cargo hauler. Not that it didn't have great value, mind you. Hopetech builds some of the most durable and reliable starships in the settled systems. Now, you can bet my ships last twice as long as anything Stroud Eklund makes.
think we're done here.
Very well. I need you to understand something, Deputy. This town is home to men, women, and children who depend on HopeTech for a living. I provide jobs that put food on their tables and a roof over their heads. It's a responsibility that I take very seriously. If word gets out about the stolen ship, my investors will lose trust, and my workers will pay the price. I can't allow that.
No way I'd want to be in your shoes, Mr. Hope. Having all those people depending on me, I don't think I'd sleep at night.
I'd be lying if I said I hadn't suffered my share of sleepless nights. The thought of seeing these people go hungry as well, it's more than I can bear.
I understand your position.
I hope so.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Hope, but there's been a development.
Not now, Cosette. I'm in the middle of something.
But sir, we have new information. I've just received a report that the stolen ship was seen landing at Neon just after the theft.
A breakthrough at last.
Can we increase FOV? Oh. Whoa. Ava says... So that's how environmental damage and afflictions are gained from the environment. Are gained from hazard. Are gained from weather. And have a Whoa!
Well, Deputy.
I'm malnourished. Okay, how do we fix that? Oh, I can look at my status. Malnourished. So that means we need to eat something.
It sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work. Remember what
Can I? Does this
we discussed?
stack? Okay. I want to see if it stacks. It does not stack.
My people are depending on you.
Hey,
Okay.
can I get a word? That wasn't as helpful as it could have been. Still, at least you know where to pick up the trail.
It's enough to go on.
Let's hope. So, guess you're headed for Neon. There's a ranger stationed there. Name's Jalen Price. He's a little different than the rest of us. But Neon's a different kind of place.
Oh, what can you tell me about Ranger Price?
He's what I'd call a pragmatist. He sees things for what they are. He's also well connected, which means a lot on Neon. You should listen to what he tells you. It'll keep you out of trouble.
Got it.
He should be able to help you out. Well, we've both got work to do. It was good to meet you, Deputy. Thanks again for helping me out up there.
Keep your eyes and ears open. I'm not sure we got the whole story here.
Yeah, the question of who helped the Starship thief is still an open one. Don't you worry. I'll keep an ear to the ground. You be careful in Neon.
Are we a scientist? I have to look at my character sheet. Character. Professor. Oh, yeah, I was taking all of, like... gastrometry. I guess diplomacy would be one. Xenopsychology. Nothing physical. Realistically, we probably should put one in. Ballistics. Zoology would be one. And I'm now hydrated.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
What's my carry weight? 41. How do I be his favorite? Hold on. This is a heavy. Why are these so like? It's a cool looking weapon, but like pistol, shotgun. Really, it's just gonna be these three. We should put the rest like back. Because essentially I don't need it. Or sell them.
Finally, that contract's out the door. What's next?
Every day, my inbox just keeps growing.
Hard to get better prices for a hauler.
You're on the right way.
Keep an eye on your valuables.
How can I direct you? Welcome to Hope Tech. How may I help you? Miss Anaya can take care of you. If you need anything else, just grab me.
walk the factory floor? It's impressive stuff.
But we'd be dust, except for the factory.
Off-worlders. Nothing ever good comes from them.
Alright, we figured out how to do the map. I was an idiot. So basically, it's a grid-like view. Can you... speak with Minot St. James? How do I see that? This is what we did already, right? Minot St. James. I didn't mean to do that. Oh. Can I not like lock this game? I like literally, it's like.
Fingers crossed.
Tracker's lines.
Just keep it holstered. We'll get along fine.
I'm glad I finally caught up with you. I'm from the Trackers Alliance. We have a proposal for you.
Am I wanted?
No. Well, at least not as far as we're concerned for the moment.
I'm listening.
Good. Because what I'm about to tell you could change the course of your life. The Trackers Alliance has been following your exploits and believe you have what it takes to join our ranks. You're being invited to our new headquarters in Aquila City. There you'll meet with Agent Number 1. If you decide to consider our offer, they'll guide you through our initiation process.
I have questions.
Well, I'd expect you do.
What if I say no?
What if you do? Well, I would hope that you'd seriously consider our offer. It doesn't matter to me. You're free to make your own choices. I found you, I delivered my message, so my job here is done.
Why should I join?
If you have any inclination of being a bounty hunter, then this is the best deal you're going to get. I'm not here to convince you. I've just been instructed to deliver the message. Your questions would be best answered by Agent Number 1 at the HQ.
No more questions.
Okay, then.
Thanks, I'll be there.
Wonderful. I appreciate you hearing me out. I'll be heading out soon if there's nothing more. Remember, Trackers Alliance HQ in Aquila City. Speak to Agent Number 1.
Hit the cockpit.
Plan, Captain. Take this. Enjoy.
Yeah, give me anything.
Don't be modest. Everyone likes gifts. Anyway, I figured you...
I appreciate it.
My pleasure. If I see anything on our next
Alright, let's see what's up. Alright, we're gonna go to Neon, but we're not going for the Freestar Collective. We're gonna do Constellation. We need to go talk to Walter Stroud. Oh yeah. What? Gameplay on. Nope. Nope.
It's good to be out and about. Let's get stuffy sometime.
That's a DLSS thing right there.
This place is a delightful relic, Tank.
Honestly, for crowd density, probably should just put it low. It's not really a reason to have all more people.
You don't think I can do it? Teo, that's not.
Are you ready to set off?
Let's go.
To the Volai star system, then.
So, you don't think I can do it? I think you're getting the wrong idea here.
What's the hotkey to just return to my ship? Flashlight is F. Z is power. G's to throw a grenade. Actually, it's gonna be mouse 5. Is there no ADS? H? I think H is just to open up the ship menu. That was fun.
Get lost. I have a job.
Smell that? Construction, incense, industrial chemicals of every kind. But they still can't get rid of the odor of chasm bass.
Casamas?
A native species of fish. I often wonder what would have happened if they'd never found out about the psychotropic effects. I mean, on paper, a rich protein source has far more practical value than a recreational drug. But theory loses out once again to practice.
People getting high off fish?
Something to do with chasm bass's natural oils, apparently. If you're curious, the name is Aurora. We need to stop by the Stroud-Eklund offices. There are certain authorization procedures when large funds are being transferred, even for something like this.
Wait a minute. I got no ammo? Hello? Oh, I forgot they take different ammo. So yeah, having this pistol is actually beneficial to me. Where's that shotgun at? 5.25 and this takes slugs. Okay. Bridger. Med pack. Put that shotgun there. Nova Blast. Okay. Beep. I forgot you. They each carry a different ammo, so taking that with you is beneficial.
Another day. Ever run into spacers? Scumbags and scavengers. They're like vultures.
Sky Suite Penthouse.
Star Yard of the future. This is where quality ships are made. And I don't just say that because it's Stroud's business.
All right.
It's
I just
just
have a
true.
short chat with my counterpart. Is she in today?
Yes, allow me to
Oh.
bust you in, sir. Oh, Mrs. Stroud, you are so lucky.
Walter,
Is there a way to walk? Walk. Sneak. Hold to run. Always run auto.
shall we continue from last time? The luxury cruise line market is completely outside of our core competencies. Investing into it is a mistake.
No, I'm here about... Wait a minute, a mistake. Our ship designers are the best in the settled systems.
They design personal craft and military ships, Walter. Large-scale accommodations and hospitality is a completely different beast. Oh, I'm so sorry. Here I am arguing with my partner, and you're just standing right here. Issa Eklund, the hyphenated Eklund in our glorious company's branding.
Charm, Miss Eklund. I envy you and your partner's success.
Oh, aren't you lovely? Walter, wherever did you meet your new friend? I'm jealous.
A colleague from Constellation.
Ah, yes, the daring explorers my partner is so infatuated with. You should hear him reciting that speech.
There's no need to go into that.
Oh, my heart skips a beat when he does it. Really, it does. Such passion. If he talked to the board that way, I wouldn't need to placate them so much.
What's this about a speech?
Who was it again, Walter? The founder of Constellation?
Sebastian Banks, his final address before he disappeared.
Were you a fan?
I merely found a group of like-minded individuals. Just like all of us.
I hope you're planning to get adorable figurines made of us all. Please say yes.
Can we move on?
About our business here.
Yes? Why are you here, Walter? The board meeting isn't for a while. Our vacations aren't coming up either.
It's the discretionary fund, Issa. I need all of it.
Oh, this wouldn't have anything to do with that meeting you've set up at the Astro Lounge, would it?
I never said that. Did you have an agent hack into my files again?
Only after you had one hack into mine. Tell me, can mutual distrust lead to a point where it's actually the same as mutual trust?
Is this how you two work? Sniping at each other?
Oh, just some light sparring, dear. Walter's actually very attentive when it's just the two of us.
When you mix business and family, you learn to compartmentalize.
Meeting an Astro
A
Lounge.
remarkably insecure location for a clandestine meeting.
That was the point. Neutral territory in the open.
With no leverage. Oh, you must let me help. It's been too long.
I have this all taken care of.
Some investigation into the cellar. What's motivating them? Then, some preliminary casing of the Astral Lounge for security flaws. Give you the advantage if things go wrong.
Bribe a few bouncers, alter the codes on the doors.
Yes, exactly.
So I'm off to do all the work while you two
I
stay
hate
here.
being selfish, but I would like some time with my husband. We need to go through the fund authorizations anyway.
James Newell is the broker who knows our cellar. He'll be able to help you find out more about them. And it shouldn't be hard to find the Astral Lounge. Here, let me at least give you some operation funds since I won't be joining you. Meet me back here. Yeah, I'm going to be present for the negotiation. I'm not leaving you to the Neon Sharks, I promise.
Let's go, Barrett.
If the gangs can keep from killing each other, I just might have a good day.
What's up?
Hey there.
Can I get you something to drink? Yeah, you're new here, aren't you? Name's Boone Morgan, your new best friend on Neon. If you're here for a drink or listen to the music, I've got you covered. But if you're here for something a little more exciting, we have plenty of Aurora for sale.
Wait, so is Aurora legal or not?
Not at the Astral Lounge, my friend. In fact, this is the only place authorized to sell Aurora by order of Administrator Bayou himself. And once you buy it, you can use it anywhere in the Neon that you'd like. Except the spaceport, of course.
I prefer alcohol.
Oh, we have plenty of that. But why not try something different? New planet, new city, new experiences. It's what life's all about. Here, take a look at the menu. Now, I'm not going to lie. The Aurora is a bit expensive, but let's face it. Can you really put a price on pleasure?
What can you tell me about Administrator Bayou?
Oh, Ben and I are good friends. He personally gave me the job here at the Astral Lounge. Oh, he's a good man. Cares a lot about the citizens of Neon, making sure they're all employed and well taken care of. A real humanitarian.
Who created the music for this place?
Pretty amazing, isn't it? That's Borealis, only 19 years old, and yet she produces some of the most heart-pounding, trippiest electronic music you've ever heard. I don't know where she gets her inspiration, but I'm betting all that free Aurora she gets has something to do with it.
I like some details on purchasing a penthouse.
Excellent choice. The Sky Suite offers luxury and sophistication you won't find anywhere else in the settled systems. And since you'll be living in the same tower as the Astral Lounge, all of its pleasures and pageantry are only an elevator away.
Holy heck.
How unfortunate. But I will be.
I have a meeting here later. Worried about security.
The Astral Lounge is one of the safest places in all of Neon. Security is handpicked from the finest officers in the city.
Where exactly will a secure meeting take place?
Private meetings are usually held in the floor above. Just use the elevators.
Say I need to control the doors to prevent someone from walking out.
I'm afraid that would be a serious fire hazard. And I think it's only fair to warn you that the
Someone's moving
network
me.
security on our doors is state of the art.
Say I need security to be on my side.
Then I would say you'd be interested in the Astral Lounge VIP package. For a reasonable fee, our security can be your security.
That seems a little high.
We do strive for setting the most reasonable rate.
Okay, you get 3 turns, and I believe you gotta fill this all the way up. 2 is almost a guarantee. You could do this, but it's very hard, and then this is a medium chance. Surely a business like Stroud Eklund already has VIP status.
Huh. You work for Stroud Eklund? Perhaps something could be arranged.
There's no reason for us to have a problem, is there?
Yeah, I hope so. Well, I think we can certainly offer a discounted rate for you, if you were still interested.
I would love to be a VIP.
Excellent. Let me just apply that discount we discussed, and done. We do hope your meeting goes to your satisfaction.
Let me take a look at the menu.
Sure. Did I tempt you with some Aurora, perhaps?
Oh, that's not that bad. Take a beer.
Hope to see you again. Oh.
We need to eat something.
Yes? What? This Aurora stuff.
Check the door controls.
Oh, in my pocket.
Got a call someone's power kept going out. Know what it was? A heat leech as long as my leg. Yuck.
I don't know how to do this. No. Slot key. Oh no. Let's run some blood.
Careful. Security on these things can be surprising.
Self-service bounty clearance. Paradisio. Oh, we like killed that lady in cold blood. Mission board. So basically, okay, cool. Check out your ship's inventory. The heck?
The Astral Lounge spared no expense with their marketing.
If you have a moment, say hello to my wife, Rosa.
Wait. Oh.
Welcome to Newell's. If you're looking for any specific goods, Rosa and I guarantee we'll beat Sieghart's lousy selection every time.
Who's Rosa?
Rosa Newell is my wife. We own this place together.
Healthy competition is one of the cornerstones of owning a business.
I understand that. But when you're dealing with a snake like Siegert, normal commerce practices go right out the window. That man has absolutely no respect for the business community on Neon. He skips merchant meetings and refuses to participate in any of our group buys. Worst of all, he pays off Neon security to keep his place safe.
How do you keep your place safe?
By standing up to the lowlifes who come in here expecting me to just hand over all of my money. I refuse to be run out of business or be forced to pay protection.
What kind of merchant meetings are you talking about?
A lot of the merchants in Neon belong to a small merchants alliance. It's nothing formal. It's just a bunch of us getting together to air our grievances and watch each other's backs.
For all you know, he doesn't have a choice.
Everyone has a choice. Some are simply more difficult than others. The only way to fight Neon security is if all the merchants unify and push back on these unreasonable rules. Anyway, sorry. I know I can get a little intense about these things. If you'll forgive the outburst and have a look around, I'm sure you'll find something you might want to buy.
You set up a meeting with Walter Stroud recently.
Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't.
Let's say you did.
Information isn't usually free.
Don't duck my questions. I know the seller came through you.
I connect a lot of people with a lot of people, you know?
You already got paid for connecting the seller to Walter. We're not paying twice.
I don't usually package pieces of intel, but maybe I could. Okay. I don't know much, but I did have one of my freelancers tail the seller back to his place. Sleep Crate 1. Let me write down the unit for you.
Oh, homie.
We're fully stocked and ready to sell. No problem.
He does have credits. How do I sell stuff? Oh, here we go. Let's... Apparel, operative, man. Research, deputy manager, Sullivan's maps, vacuum tape. Resources. Where did I get all this trash from? Markers. Nope. Trash in there, bro. Helmets, throwables, spacesuits. I'm gonna talk to CR if you see it, and see if I can talk some sense into him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be extremely helpful.
Also, you think he might be nice. You don't have to say anything.
Fair enough. Just be careful when you're dealing with...
Is all of Neon security correct?
I'd say the majority of the guards are rotten, and the few who aren't simply take a paycheck and look the other way. They have Neon completely under their control. The Freestar Collective's own security doesn't even maintain a presence here. If it wasn't for the Freestar Rangers outpost, there wouldn't be a shred of justice in this entire city.
What's the story with you and Rosa?
I arrived in Neon almost, 20 years ago? I had gotten a job at Xenofresh through a friend and started working on the loading docks. After a few years, they moved me up to Kazanbas processing, and that's where I met Rosa for the first time. She was my supervisor, but we hit it off right away. It wasn't long before we decided to quit Xenofresh, get married, and start our own business. We've been in love ever since.
How often have you tried speaking to Sigurd yourself?
The first time I brought up the subject, we got into a huge argument. Sigurd said he had every intention of paying Neon security and that it was final. After that, I tried to speak to him a few times, but he's always been too busy to spend the time to sit down and have a decent conversation. It's obvious he has no intentions of talking to me anymore. I honestly don't know what I did to make him so angry with me.
Alright.
Tell
Now,
everyone
James,
you know about our store.
I don't want you to get upset, but Administrator Bayou came by while you were out.
Oh, yeah? His Majesty decided to come down from his throne and walk amongst us peasants? What did he want?
He said he wanted to
Who
personally
talks to
thank
someone like
us
that?
for our contributions to the city and hopes for our continued support. I'm sorry.
Our contributions? Those taxes we pay are a sham, so he can line his ivory trade tower with another layer of gold.
Oh yeah, boost packs.
If you have a bit of money to spend, we could really use your business. Welcome to Newell's.
Oh, nothing's wrong. You sound awfully tired.
Oh my, do I? That's awful. I should be taking better care of my customers. You'll have to excuse me. With all the ruckus my husband's been making at the Merchant Alliance meetings, it's difficult to get any rest. Poor old man has himself mixed up in a foolish crusade against Dietrich Sieghart, who he's angry at for paying off Neon security.
You don't think Seagar's doing anything wrong?
I don't believe he is, no. I think my husband has Dietrich all wrong. He's probably doing what he has to do to survive. Just, please don't tell James I said that. I don't want him to think his own wife is doubting him.
I've already told James I'd get to the bottom of everything.
Well, thank you. I can't remember the last time a total stranger walked into our store and offered to help. It would be so lovely to see my James happy again. He used to smile at me all the time, you know. Now all I see is worry on his face. I suppose you can speak with him about it if you like. But perhaps you'd like to browse our store a bit before you do?
No, I'm good.
Stop by again soon.
Don't even bother with it.
Wait a minute. Wrong store. Excuse me, 60. Is this legal? Hey, can you tell me if the laundry's done?
Impressive.
You might not be aware, but there's a certain item that your employer has that others haven't taken advantage. I'm not joking, friend. Oh, shit.
I'd be making a fortune.
Oh, shit. Huh? On both? Is the washer done?
Syndicate's been... If you want to see how short my temper is, keep
Got a moment? Let's catch up.
Everything good?
I've been thinking a lot about my early days in Constellation lately. Got me pretty nostalgic, and I started digging in some old things. Just sort of reminiscing. I found some of Irvin's last messages to me and thought I'd listen to them again to hear his voice.
These unread?
No, I apparently read at least a few of these. I just don't remember. It was a difficult time.
That was a comfort.
It was surreal, honestly. So most of the messages were everyday things. Lots of excitedly written news about biodiversity and plant life. But one thing stood out. In one of his messages, he mentioned this job that he took at a mine shortly before he died. He said something terrible was happening there.
Terrible.
The message was garbled after that. True, but this was different. I recognized this pattern from the war. A portion of the message was encrypted. Well, Vasco helped me decipher it. Turns out the message was from Irvin, and he was begging me to help him. The message was short, but his voice was pained. He was so upset.
He was injured?
No. He was frustrated and angry. He said they were going to destroy his name.
What was the message?
He said they were going to destroy his life if he didn't leave the planet now. Then he asked me to help clear his name. Said they had a case against him. Oh, he sounded so upset.
Must have been difficult to hear, Barrett.
Yes. Hearing his voice in so much pain was very difficult. Oh, I wish I had noticed this message when he sent it. So in this message, Irvin said he was being framed. He said they'll do it again. He asked if Constellation could send more help.
Who is they?
His former employers at some job he took before he died. I think it was a mining company.
Framed for what?
Not exactly sure, but he mentioned a court case. So I think there's a paper trail.
You didn't know there's a encrypted message before?
No, I just thought it was garbled. I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know.
That recording is 20 years old.
It is, but I was thinking about it and, well, it's still wrong, right? So I figured, hey, I can do some sort of a remote investigation here, see what I can find out. There's gotta be a paper trail, right? Now, I happen to have a trustworthy contact who knows a bit about law and owes me a favor. I'd need to pay in advance in case there are any access fees or bribes.
You need me to have some money for you? What is this contact going to do for us?
He knows how to navigate archived and redacted legal documents, so he'll look for anything to do with Irvin on Gagarin. If those documents are protected, he might have to pay to access them. Might need to grease some palms, too.
Oh, man. I better get my money back.
That works. I'll tell them to go ahead with the investigation. You know, hearing Irvin's voice again made me want to help him.
If Irvin was that upset, then it must be important.
I appreciate that. It's going to be hard to get some sleep tonight after all this. But the fact that I'm doing something about it might be enough to help. Hopefully poking around in old records doesn't catch the attention of Hephaestus. Well, anyway.
Who's Hephaestus? Alright. Stroud Eklund.
The Star Yard of the future. This is where quality ships are made. And I don't just say that because it's Stroud's business. It's just true.
They're taut.
We're on to something remarkable. Maybe what I've always dreamed of.
I can tell.
You're out there a lot, right?
I can
In
see
space?
your mind racing.
Just do us all a favor.
Yo, she scared the shit out of me.
How you
Scum of the galaxy.
I'm fine.
Robbing,
The board
stealing,
complains.
killing.
I assure them.
Even the Crimson Fleet don't
There's the
trust them.
occasional assassination attempt.
So, you don't need anything from me then?
I don't.
Am I just some useless stargazer? You would have been better off marrying a Hope or a Tayo, someone who could be with you at every meeting.
Oh, don't go on about that again. Needing you isn't the same as wanting you. And I'd much rather want my partner than need them. Less complicated.
I know Constellation seems to take up so much of my time. But I never stop thinking of you. Wondering what maneuvering you're doing to take over the company and drive me out.
It's how I show my love.
Any luck out there?
Found out the seller's pretty desperate. Should give us an edge.
Excellent. Good work. Let's head to the Astral Lounge. Goodbye, my dear. See you at the next board meeting?
Oh, I'll be keeping an eye on this little operation. Just in case. Good luck, all of you.
Hey, keep your nose clean. Last thing I want.
Scary talks way too much.
All right, we're here. Now, I don't know what the cellar looks like, but they'll have a security briefcase with them. Larger than normal. Big enough to hold the artifact. We should split up. The code phrase to identify yourself as the buyer is Ramsey and Travers.
Got it.
I was really hoping for a message written in invisible ink, but this will have to suffice.
Remember, Ramsey and Travers. We'll meet back.
What is it? Can't you see I'm busy drinking?
I'm with Ramsey and Travers.
Oh, really? I heard you all have a meeting in a few minutes, don't you? In one of those fancy VIP lounges? Speaking of which, I gotta get...
You good?
The music is
I just saw Arcella walk by.
He seems cagey to me, angry.
That's not surprising. This is a deal over stolen property, after all. Anything could go wrong. Now, before we head in there, let me go over the ground rules. He'll ask for twice what we agreed on. That's normal. He'll probably try to walk out. That's normal, too. Don't worry about the amount we actually settle on. The Stroud-Eklund Discretionary Fund is just a chip to you and me. Our goal is to get him to accept that chip in exchange for the artifact. Anything goes as long as it's in our hands, and we're not dead.
What if things get messy?
That's why you're here. Hopefully our combined countenance will be enough, but grabbing the artifact and running is an option. Just do me a favor and treat it as a last resort.
Hey! Having fun?
Not sure if those Varun zealots live in space or got separate.
So you're Stroud. You look different in person.
Our public relations always insists on doing some touch-ups for the official photos. Embarrassing, really.
Your security here going to stand or sit for this little meeting, making me nervous.
I'll sit.
So polite. Almost makes me forget what planet I'm on.
Am I to assume that briefcase has our item of interest?
Yeah, here it is.
Well, look at that.
One of a kind. And I know you want it.
I have the amount we agreed on.
Things have changed. I want double.
Now, how am I supposed to do that?
I don't know, but your security here seems to have some fancy gear. Why don't they chip in?
Stop bluffing. We know you need to sell quickly.
Oh, really? And how do you know that? Who talked?
Does it matter? We know you're in a fix, and we're still willing to buy. For the agreed-upon amount.
I got people after me, okay? I can't just settle on what we agreed on. I need more so I can disappear.
That's not our problem. We came here expecting one amount. Now you want another.
You telling me Walter Stroud ain't got the cash? I'll walk out of this booth right now.
No, you won't. You still need the money.
I leave now. I can get a jump start on the people after me, instead of you all wasting my time.
You'd be on your way already if you just take the money I'm offering you and shut up. What's it going to be? Take or walk?
What the? Security!
You're not going anywhere until we have a deal.
As you can see, we're in control. Take advantage of our generosity. Take the money.
All right. Okay. It's all yours. Hope I never see any of you people ever again.
We have it. This couldn't have gone better. Well done. Some high-pressure tactics, but we got what we were after. Time to go home, shall we?
Stop right there. You're in possession of Slayton Aerospace property.
Ah. Slayton must have been the original owner. We don't need to do this. All's fair on Neon. Am I right?
Hand over Mr. Slayton's property. Now.
Don't do this. Don't not just to get a rock back.
It's my employer's property. That's all I need to know. You gonna make me shoot you?
Give me a chance to talk to Lane directly. We can sort this out.
I'm listening.
Neither of us wants this risk the worst happening.
Nobody wants that.
It would make sense to just go along with what I want.
Huh. That makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. Huh. All right. But Nicholas Slayton isn't a man you want after you. Good luck with that.
Sending our men into the Astral Lounge. Slayton must be serious about getting the artifact back. We'd better get off the planet quickly.
Hello.
Take it easy.
Easy. Something's gone wrong, hasn't it?
Slayton has put a bounty on your heads. He's greased a few palms. Your ship's been impounded at the spaceport.
There goes our way out.
How do you know? How they know it was us?
The same way everything works on Neon. Money.
Who's Nicholas Slayton?
The CEO of Slayton Aerospace. They're a systems manufacturer. Engines, thrusters.
So much for this being easy.
Yes, I'm fully aware this has not gone according to plan.
Slayton Aerospace has offices here in the trade tower. If Nicholas is moving this quickly, he must be there or close by.
Let's head to their lobby, shall we? See if we can make...
Alright. Here we go, boys.
If you're wondering what that smell is,
Welcome to Slayton Aerospace. Can I help you?
I need to make an appointment to see Nicholas Slayton.
I'm afraid Mr. Slayton is a very busy man.
I won't need to take up much of his time. We've just had a misunderstanding.
Maybe I could squeeze you in. Let me see.
I'm sure we can work something out.
I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here.
Believe me, Slayton is expecting me.
No, he isn't. I'm afraid we just can't book any more. Welcome to Slayton Aerospace. I'm afraid we aren't taking appointments right now.
Hoping to get a meeting? Yeah, I've been waiting here all day. It's ridiculous.
We got executive level access.
Wait. This clearly isn't the executive level. He's on to us.
Walter, taking what's mine, then breaking into my office. A bold move, but one easily countered.
Oh, we're trapped.
Hello, Walter, dear, are you there?
Issa?
Took longer than I'd like, but I managed to pay off one of Slayton's security consultants. They've patched me in.
All right. We've got her out. Once the door's open, just follow her instructions, okay?
What's going on? Issa has control of the building?
For the moment. Slayton will be scrambling his own security teams once he gets wind that we're no longer at his mercy. Our time is limited.
All right, let's go.
I'm aware of the irony of me continuing to say it.
Doors will open in 3, 2, 1. Slayton's guards and employees are all over. Be careful. Okay. You'll want to use the vent system to slip around unnoticed. There's a cover just to the right of the elevator you came in on. That's the elevator you came in on. Jump right across the top of it and keep going to the end. Drop down and follow the conduit all the way to the end, past the fork. There's a vent above you. Just climb up. The room below you is clear. Drop down. Stop. One of the doors leads you right into the open. I'm unlocking a safe route. Opening the door on your right. Go now. Head left, but don't go through the door at the end yet. There's a robot stalking the hole.
Great.
Wait. It's walking down the hole. Go now, straight across to the door. Keep going, all the way to the end. Wait, there's people in the room up ahead. Closing the shutters. Another robot up ahead. Wait for it to pass, then head straight across to the maintenance door next to the security gate. Go now!
This is a private office?
Just get that for you. You know the routine. Up the vent. It's a short one, I promise.
Oh.
Almost there. Door on the right. There's the door. It should take you outside.
Outside? You expect us to climb up the trade tower?
There's a series of catwalks that lead directly up one floor to the executive level.
Well, I guess.
Alright, let's do this.
You're coming in just behind the executive elevators. I'll call the one on the far end, and you can walk right over the top.
You know, it's moments like this that really makes Neon the best place to do business. You steal what's mine. I trap you in the city. You infiltrate my office. I lock it down. Where else can you match wits for the highest stakes but here?
You enjoying this?
Aren't you? In the back of your mind, through the tunnel vision of adrenaline, there's a part of you that belongs here. It happens to all of us.
Call off you guys, Slain, and release my ship.
You have what's mine. I, indirectly, have what's yours. We are at a stalemate. Although, I do count a few more guns on my side.
I wouldn't trust your mercs, they haven't stopped us so far.
You do make a bold point, but that doesn't resolve our current dilemma.
Perhaps I can help. We're both people of business, Nicholas. In the same industry, no less.
Yes, I'm beginning to see the opportunity. There is, however, one final detail to disclose. Mr. Musgrove, my former employee, and the thief responsible for our serendipitous meeting, was caught prior to your arrival. I think it would cement our new partnership if you were to decide on his sentence yourselves.
Here's the thing, let the authorities deal with him.
If that is your decision, you need only tell him yourself, and then we will handle the rest.
Well, so be it. He knew the risk.
My security brought Musgrove to my office. I'm sure seeing you again will be a fine conclusion to your previous business.
I have an opportunity to spare a man's life. I know he probably wouldn't do the same for us, but that shouldn't matter.
Shit.
Oh no. You. Slayton really does have a sick sense of humor.
Why'd you steal the artifact? I want the whole story.
10 years working in aerospace engineering, and they laid me off. You damn right I stole that thing. They tell you if you have talent and commitment, you can go far. But the truth is, it's all about who steals the most and gets away with it.
He wants me to decide what to do with you.
Please, I was just trying to sell a product, okay?
Be lenient. We were taking advantage of his initiative, after all, even if we have found ourselves working with the man he stole from.
We're letting you go. Get out of Neon while you can.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But if I were you, I wouldn't expect leniency around here after this.
A rare moment of compassion for this city. Very well. I'll clear things up with the authorities. You're free to go.
Time to go. Let's talk more back at the ship.
This was a good meeting. Very productive.
Yo, is this a strip mall? Ain't no way. Oh, no, no. Okay. Can we open these?
Get going. Mr. Slayton is done with you.
Have a nice day.
People joke, say those balloons. Stay out of trouble.
Cozy slippers. That didn't break.
I can't believe I get to stand near you.
Can you get the fuck out of my way?
I've got to have every molecule.
Deal with a man who wanted us dead. I guess we can call that a win.
You're gonna recite that Sebastian Banks speech later.
After this, with enough Chandra Vineyards Merlot in me, I just might.
Save it for the holiday party, Walter.
All in all, a great success. Thank you for allowing me to tag along with Constellation's newest star. Yes, I used a pun. Forgive me. Saving the world, saving the galaxy.
You hold something you have no right to. My people have killed for this. But I will offer you one chance to hand over the artifact and turn away from this path.
Oh, that's not any type of ship I recognize.
Identify yourselves.
The fact that you do not know says much. We are the Starborn, and you are unworthy to possess the artifacts.
Unworthy? Get right out of here with that nonsense.
Tell us, please. What are the artifacts? What are they for? Did you make them? What gives you more right to them than humanity?
Answering your questions is exactly what we cannot allow. Abandon your thirst for knowledge, or drown in it.
Have you been observing humans for long?
We are growing impatient. Cease your attempts to stall for time.
But you speak our language.
We know everything about you. That is why your kind cannot have the artifact.
See, he's got a point. At least tell us more about who you are.
The more you understand, the more
could just knowing what you are be dangerous?
Our distance from you is the whole point. We interfere now because we must.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing on the scans. Energy output from that ship is far above the normal range. If we spin up the grav drive now, we have a chance.
Full evasive maneuvers. Let's get out of here.
We'll get through this. Hold on.
Yes. I think I messed up. And we know this is the only option because they're just going to destroy the ship. Let me settings. I just sat there as he blasted me into shreds. Switch flight modes? To use warp drive, combat. The facility charge. If you're on the you'll see one. Then pause and travel to a new system. Okay. Okay, so we gotta.
What can I do for you, Captain?
A deal with a man who... After this?
Save it for them.
All in all, yeah.
You hold something you have no right to. My people have killed for this. But I will
Oh, I took my shield off.
to hand over the...
You're not taking what's mine.
You need data more than Bruce.
Tell us, please.
Answering your question. The more you understand
How could just...
our distance from...
I'm not... If we spin up the grav... We'll get through this. Hold on.
Oh.
appear to be jammed.
My brain is in overdrive. You need to regroup.
Scan complete.
The lodge
Go ahead and land.
Tell Noel to analyze the data off the ship's sensors. He's going to want to weigh in on this.
Right. Back to the lodge first, then review the data second. And then we'll consider the ultimate mysteries of the universe right after that. No pressure. And the prowls of New Atlantis don't make me uncomfortable, exactly. But it does feel domestic in some way. Normal.
Let's finish this mission.
Cruel. It makes me antsy. Home sweet home. Or bittersweet home, I suppose.
How is Neon? Are you okay?
I need you to look at the data from my ship sensors.
Okay. I'll start transferring the data over now. Let me just bring it up on here at the table. Is that a prototype? No, that material isn't anything we... What the... Everyone, come take a look at this.
That's no faction vessel or Crimson Fleet. Secret military tech, maybe?
No United Colonies Admiral approved that starship design.
They call themselves the Star-Born. Demanded we hand over the artifact. Like we were children, playing with their parents' things.
What do people know? Any offshoot groups go by that name?
None in any corner of the settled systems I've seen. Maybe a distant human colony finally popping its head up. Another house for Rune.
I very much doubt that.
We ignoring the obvious here? A heretofore unknown group who just happens to know about the artifacts. I'm just gonna say it. Intelligent alien life, or extra-dimensional beings. The original creators from the furthest fringes of space.
Or beyond even that. Is the metaphor of avenging angels coming down to keep humanity from forbidden knowledge not apt here?
So, we have a lot of theories, but nothing concrete. Except that they're after the artifacts, and they're willing to take them by force.
To Barrett's point, the artifacts clearly aren't human-made.
No settled systems lab made these things, and I doubt one of them made that ship either.
So, we got some weird extra-dimensional beings that coincidentally decide to build their spacefaring vessels exactly like we do. Not so sure about that.
Some glints of shine in the dark. Ready to hand them out as soon as you please.
Something you need?
I could really bend your ear when you got a moment.
Y'all got a lot to say.
I'd like to talk to you about something. The chance.
Gave up my room in the lodge so Andreja had a place to call her own. Everyone needs space to let their thoughts run solo. You had a hell of a shake, getting bullied in the void. Starborn sure know how to make an entrance. Ready to head back out there? The Eye can help you find the artifacts, but I'm afraid she's blind to our new competitor.
How many more artifacts you think are out there?
No telling the exact number, but they're getting harder to find. Got some equipment, repairs, and upgrades on the making do list. The eye's straining to her limits these days.
I'm ready.
Double check the safety and locks wherever you go, okay? Exploit.
Do you need something? Right. No worries.
You've got something for me? Talk to you later.
That's two.
I've occasionally had my doubts about Constellation as an investment. But now, well, it's clearly money well spent.
You okay after that ambush by the starboard?
Not my first time in a hostile negotiation, as you well know. Admittedly, I usually know more about who I'm facing off against. I'm very interested in what Noel can learn from the scans. The technology on that ship was impressive, to say the least. If there's a chance, we could learn enough to duplicate some of it.
I think we have better things to worry about right now.
Oh, I'm not arguing otherwise. But at the end of the day, I do own a corporation based...
I was wondering if you had any more work for me.
I want you to know I was very impressed with your work back on Neon. There's no fooling you. Don't worry, this is a much lower stake opportunity. My Star Yard's been having a little trouble getting our next project off the ground. I need someone capable and decisive to step in and
I'm in.
Love the enthusiasm. I knew there was a reason I picked you to help with this project. It's a new ship. We want to diversify our fleet. Now, I don't know why the people I pay very handsomely to come up with new designs can't seem to get out of the R&D phase. And frankly, I don't care. I just want someone, you, to go there and show them how it's done.
You can count on me.
Excellent. I'll send word ahead. They'll all be instructed. I expect big things.
Where's Dreja?
We've always considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory, isn't it? You mean what could be the biggest discovery in the history of humanity? Yeah, I've got some thoughts. Scans are still inconclusive, but I think we've seen enough to know that we're dealing with something potentially even more unusual than the artifacts. There are so many questions beyond just who are they? How did they find you? How do they know about the artifacts? Why has no one ever seen them before?
Don't worry, we'll get answers.
They did openly threaten you, as I understand it. I'd say that's something to worry about. It was one thing when this was just about us investigating the artifacts. A weird phenomenon that didn't come with creepy threats or questions about aliens or whatever it is that's going on now. I know we'll figure it all out in the end. Great, let's see what you... Stay safe, okay?
Good luck out there on the fringe.
All right. That's gonna be that for today. We'll play more of this later. Do all the things, like, subscribe. I think we'll play more of this every Sunday. I've been wanting to get back into this and I don't know how to fit it back in my schedule. But I think Sundays will be Starfield Sundays. Till next time. Peace.